It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. I feel, no, this is more than a feeling. I see that over the last few years, customers were pretty easy to find and employees were a bitch to find. And that's slowly starting to change. It's still hard to find good employees, and the labor market's going to be goofy for a while, but it's starting to get a little harder to find customers. I run into a lot of bookkeeping clients that are struggling. Not everybody. There's obviously areas and folks that are doing all right. I'm curious how you view that from a marketing perspective. What does that marketing circumstance look like for you? Is it better because people need marketing more because it's harder to find clients, or is it worse because they're like, oh, it's more expensive to find clients, and therefore they're harder to please? How do you feel about that impending, call it recession, air quotes?
So before Ryan answers, I used to be that Facebook guy who was the same thing, getting crazy cheap leads. We did way more just from overall content boosting and running posts, no actual ads. I was usually averaging like a 30x ROI, and just the amount of just overall attention that we would get was just ridiculous. And as they say, marketers ruin everything. What it has changed in cost wise is going through the roof. Granted, I'm looking at what we spend in Google ads on a day, and it's like, yeah, if I dump that much on Facebook, I think I might literally be able to be in front of everyone in my market. And I was trying to do it where we're just trying to, I called it inception marketing, just trying to influence you so that when you're ready to make the buy, we've already brainwashed you to calling us. Instead of where Google ads, you're paying for that premium spot right at time of sale to try and get you to buy this, I don't know.
So you want to get into Facebook ads versus Google ads, Rob? Is that where you want to go?
No, it's both have gone up. I mean, right now my Google ads leads, the Google leads, last I looked at it were like $70, which is just absurd. And I know that, I used to, like you were saying, Ryan, being that $2, $3, $5 a lead for power washing, gutter cleaning, roof cleaning, all that kind of stuff. And it's frustrating to see how little reach you get now compared to what it used to be,
Yeah. And so the original, just to make sure I'm on the same page, is it's just a kind of, an opinion on, or a thought on the increase in marketing costs. Is that the main thing?
Yeah. Well, the increase in marketing costs, but also and I guess it's the same thing, but just the dramatic decrease in what would just even see it from an organic perspective too. That's where most of what I was trying to do was get enough stuff out there, get in front of enough people. Every organic post used to be seen by 100, 200 people, and now it's 30. And it's thanks, Facebook. I appreciate you throttling my stuff.
Ryan and I were talking about that earlier when I used to go live on this thing and be thousands of people would get to see it. And now it's they just
well, there's a lot of things, on the organic side, Facebook is not going to push post or image post a lot, as much as they're going to push videos, and even not even videos, it's reels, so Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Those are going to be the predominant
preferred content
that they're going to push, right? So they're going to favor that. So if that's going to be favored in the news feed, because there's only one news feed, if that's going to be favored, then the other things are going to be decreased. So there's that in there. So that has been happening, and for years, for 2 years now. And then even more now. And then on the viewers too, this is a third party platform going to Facebook. A lot of that's not, as friendly anymore. So less push there. I guarantee you that if you did this live from Facebook, like a Facebook live directly from Facebook, you'd probably get a bigger push there. And the notification on everyone's phone and things like that. so that's a couple things there. And then on the increase, there's only so much real estate on Facebook's new feed, their news feed and this story, all these different things. Same thing with Google, right? I mean, you've got the top 3 up there normally. Sometimes there's a top 4, and then you got on the bottom there on the page. There's only so much real estate. And so when you see an increase in people into the same existing space of real estate, the cost for real estate goes up. It's like homes, right? So it's like in Newport Beach, it's a smaller place there in that nice little neighborhood. So many people want it, but there's only 10 homes. Well, now it's 15 million per home, right? So you go to somewhere in Oklahoma where nobody wants to go or wherever, and you got the same amount of real estate, but the home's, 10% of what that home might be. Same concept here. So that's happening because now it's April, now it's May, now it's spring, everyone's spending, but there's still only so much real estate. So you see that big increase. And so now the cost for opportunity is increased. So like, that's why it was so cheap back then, obviously because of inflation as well. But, for concrete coating, you go back 5 years ago, there's a handful of Facebook ad agency marketing companies in concrete coating, pressure washing that were not there 5 years ago. They were not there. There weren't all the competition wasn't there. So it was really easy to get in front of somebody, show some before and after, after photos and get a lead in. Now that same thing, we have all these marketing companies, all these competitors doing it. So the cost to get that lead is going to be higher, especially when there's a lot of people spending. Now they're spending more. There's inflation as well. Now they're spending more. So you get big dogs coming into the space that are going to spend whatever. So now there's a opportunity cost now. So even to get the same impressions, deliverability, cost per thousand, all these different things, that cost has been elevated. Now it'll go lower. What's interesting is it'll go lower when it's slow. So like when it's slow, that will go lower. But well, because people are not spending. So that's why the ones that win are the people that spend and go double down, triple down when nobody's spending, because now it's easier to get in front of people. So even now, so what it costs now is you got to spend more on the front end to get even an opportunity to get the deliverability that you need. And then as long as the creative is good and things are good, then yes, you spend more up front, but you should be able to get that cost per lead down closer to the more attractive number. But it's going to cost more to get there because it's going to cost more to get some eyeballs in front of you. If that makes sense at all.
Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.